Hi, my lovelies, my homies. Lots of love, light, power, and magic to you. So, our previous channeling was about the end of a cycle. Now we are moving on to understanding this deep healing which is taking place within us, and also understand what amazing gifts should we look forward to in the near future. So, if this reading showed up on your feeds, then definitely there are messages for you. Also, don't forget to watch the previous reading on the end of a cycle, as that reading is linked to this one. So, like this one is the sequel. I've put the link to that reading in the description below. Since this is a general reading, all messages may not resonate with you. So, take what resonates and leave out the rest. Also, this is a timeless reading. So, whenever it shows up on your feeds, maybe that would be the right time for you to watch this reading. And before I start the reading, remember to hit the subscribe button to get many more such readings in the future. So let's dive into your reading right away. So I pre-shuffled all the cards because I felt let's just get to the point and start with the reading. So these are all the cards that came out. I wanted to find out what exactly did we go through. So these cards are pertaining to what was that end of a cycle. So it's just a summary to understand for you whether this reading resonates with you or not. So I just pulled out a few cards to understand what was that end of a cycle that happened for you all, and this will just be a quick one that we'll do. These were some of the cards that came out, which were just showing us what you may have gone through during that end of a cycle. These are some of the blessings that came out, and these are three piles. This one was basically showing where you started from. This is where you are right now exactly, and this particular pile is showing where you are headed towards. So let's start with uh, the the cycle that ended for us. What exactly happened? So we have the Knight of Wands, we have the King of Wands, and we have the Queen of Wands. So when I wanted to find out what exactly that cycle was that you may have gone through, the painful, challenging cycle, these are all the three cards that all came out and all were related to the wands. So it kind of tells me that this was all very energetic. This whole transformative process, challenging process was very energetic, even though it may have come out in the form of an external situation. And for some of you, it may have been internal as well, whatever the energetic process that was happening. So I also pulled out a few other cards to just understand. So we have the Five of Swords that came up. We have the Wheel of Fortune and the Judgment card. So this clearly explains all of it. This, so there were conflicts or difficult situations that you came across over the last few months or a year or maybe a couple of years. It was all very karmic. So this clearly indicates this was karmic because we have the Wheel of Fortune and we have the Judgment card. So this transformative process was meant to happen for you to clear out some of your karmic baggage and blockages, because if you want that spiritual, when you're on the spiritual journey and you want that energy to move towards your towards the bliss part of it, say moving through your chakras to the crown, you will come across certain phases, situations, those blockages need to be removed. So this was meant to happen, and it is given that this had to happen for you to progress to the next stage. So let's quickly just go through the cards that were just showing what you may have come across. You may have probably come across phases where you were doubting yourself, like clearly doubting yourself. Maybe there were times you wanted to start with something, a new project, a new business, or something else which you were very passionate about to start with, but then you came through doubts. Could be internal, external. Maybe somebody else was doubting you, or maybe somebody else put that doubt in your head, or maybe you yourself were doubting yourself. Then there were some of you who probably went through guilt. These could be some past related issues or something. So this had to be cleared. This was one of the blockages. some of you went through a lot of adversities, challenges. If you were trying to set up something, start with something, maybe even a new relationship or anything, there were challenges that you came across. Some of you went through grief as well, or you may have probably, sometimes what happens is we also lose people in terms of they just walk out of our lives. That can also be termed as grief. It doesn't have to be that someone has passed on, but yes, it could have also been for some of you that someone did pass on a loved one. So you all went through grief, intense grief period. Some of you may have gone through health issues, or your loved ones may have gone through health issues. So that was one of the challenges you were facing. Some of you were worrying a lot, too much worry. So there's a lot of worry also happening. So yes, these were some of the. So if any of this resonated with you, then this reading would be for you. So we can now move on to what is exactly happening, where you started from, and where are you moving on to now. So we can start with that now quickly. So yes, so this is where you started from. This card came up, Libra. Now, what does the sign Libra mean? It means it is a sign of balance. So you started from a place of balance. What was your objective? You wanted to bring about balance within you. I'll just put down the cards first. So we have the card Imagine, the Nine of Pentacles, the Moon card, and the Queen of Cups. I guess this would be difficult to read, so I'll just put them across like this, right? So now let's understand what was this you started from? What was that place you started from? So you started from a place of balance. Now that would mean you wanted to bring about balance within you. And this definitely looks like it was a subconscious process, because we have the Moon card. Moon represents your subconscious mind as well. It can mean something which is hidden from you, something which you're not aware of as well. Now we have this card of Imagination. So you are, from what I understand, you are a master manifestor, because you can use your imagination to an extent where you can manifest whatever you want. You can do that. You have that power within you, which is an excellent way to get what you want, what you desire. And yes, so if you look at this card of Imagination, I have a lot of parrots here who come on my window, and they all are, I don't know. Yeah, right. So let's get back to the reading. So we have this card of Imagination. Now, what is this showing? If you see, there's a silhouette of an angel reaching out to the moon. Again, we have the moon here, and we have the moon here. So you have this ability to imagine, and this creative kind of imagination. So whatever you imagine, you can manifest it easily. You have that knack to manifest whatever you want through your imagination. So you're like a dreamer. So maybe you may have been people, while growing up, people may have said that uh, you're a dreamer. You're always in your dreams, or something like that. Those kind of jabs, but I guess you're not aware of the power that you have. Through imagination, you are able to manifest, is what I understand. Now, from where you came from, you kind of wanted to bring about a balance between your material life and also your emotions. And yes, you wanted to manifest good amount of wealth, and at the same time you also wanted to balance your emotions. That is why the two cards also came on the two sides of the moon card. So yes, you wanted to balance this, and that is where you started from. Now let's understand currently what's happening. This is what you envisioned, this is what you imagined that you would be doing. Now let's see where you are at currently. So we have the ascendant. So ascendant is basically, say in Vedic astrology, you may call it the Lagna. Then we have the card TikTok, which represents time. Then we have the Six of Pentacles. Now, how do I place this? This is very crowded. So we have the Six of Pentacles, we have the Six of Cups, and we have the Knight of Swords. So ascendant or the Lagna is the entry point of the soul. So if you see your astrological chart, you will notice that's like the first house. That is where the soul enters. So from whichever particular, so the previous life, whichever where the soul left the body, now the soul enters through this particular, moves on to the next sign, and that is where the soul enters, because those are the things that were left undone in the previous life. So that is how the soul enters. So this is like your entry point. So ascendant also means you yourself, you as a whole. So that is what the ascendant means. So currently what's happening is you are working on yourself. You are clearly working on yourself, and if you haven't as yet, you are definitely going to work on yourself in terms of your self-worth, self-esteem, in terms of your confidence, and you are working on your self health. From the health perspective, probably you'll be starting, or you are already starting working out, taking care of your nutrition, ensuring that you are healthy, mind, body, and soul, from all the perspectives. So here you, this particular card which says TikTok, from what I understand is you've been given, so if you see, there are two hands which are, looks like these two hands are gifting, they are giving you the gift of time, is what you're getting. So there's an abundance of time which you have, which you can utilize towards your growth, towards your, what you're working at. So you've been given the abundance of time. Some of you may feel the opposite also. You may feel that you are running out of time because it says TikTok. So you want to achieve as fast as possible. But from where I understand, you are being given the gift of time. So you're being basically told that now this is your time. You can now start from here, achieving what you've set out for. So we have the Six of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords and the Six of Cups. So now, from what I understand, you are working on some past skills that were probably lying dormant earlier. And now, what you're working at is trying to revisit those skills or those talents that were left dormant because you weren't utilizing them. These could also be related to your past lives, or this could be something from which you were very interested in your childhood. Maybe you had this dream you wanted to achieve, but you just left it midway because then you got so busy with life, and you just put it aside. So, from what I understand now, where you are at, you are achieving this balance between your work and life, your home and your work life. At the same time, you are moving towards something that you're achieving at a fast pace with a lot of resilience and a lot of courage. So, what you're doing is you are trying to also, in the process, gain a lot of knowledge to kind of bring this talent which was lying dormant, make it active again. So what you're working at is you are also trying to gain knowledge, understand, read something about it, and you're going at it with full resilience and with kind of a good pace. So that is where you are at right now, and looks like you're doing really well at it. You are doing so. What you envisioned is what you're slowly moving towards, is what I understand when I look at your current energies. Now let's look at what you're moving towards. We have Pisces, the sign of Pisces. We have community. We have the Fool. We have the King of Pentacles. We have the Three of Pentacles. So now what you are moving through towards, if you understand the sign of Pisces, it is uh, it is a sign of expansive spiritual knowledge. It's like moving into that mode of a lot of like diving deep into the spiritual waters. Like even the moon relates to the Pisces sign as well. And what you're moving towards is you are going towards a completely spiritual path, which is also well balanced with your everyday life, is what I understand. Now there is the card which says community. So, and also we have the card of Three of Pentacles. We have the Fool and the King of Pentacles. Where you're going to is you are now surrendering, because now you have that faith. You definitely have that faith within you that what the universe has to offer is what you definitely is the right thing for you. Because now what looks like is you are kind of achieving that oneness with your higher self. And the Fool energy is trying to tell you that you trust what the universe is offering, and you believe that whatever direction the universe takes you is the right one for you. So there is this sense of belonging. So when we said that, there was this period that you went through where also you came across situations where people may have left you, or you probably may have felt alone sometime, this previous the difficult phase of your life. Now what is happening is you are moving towards a community of like-minded people. That is what is coming towards you surely. And you are, looks like, going to be collaborating with them, and they're going to be like-minded in terms of looks like you're going more towards the spiritual part of it. And from what I understand is this is going to work in your favor, because you're going to be working in collaboration with them. You're going to be working as a part of a group, which is going to make you that sense of belonging that you'll get when you're a part of this community. And at the same time, what I see is you are also manifesting wealth at the same time. So it's not only you're moving towards, so you're getting that balance. So which what you started with is what you're ending up with. But I think it is even better than what you expected. You have this beautiful, loving community, which is a part of your life. You have this sense of faith and belief in the divine, in the universe. You have all the wealth that is required to achieve your dreams as well. And so you can maintain that work life balance, because if you are, spending some time towards your spiritual pursuits, you also have enough wealth so that you can give that much time, say, to what you want to achieve, to your family, and also you can give that much time to your work life as well, because you also have the abundance of time that has been given to you as a gift. So also what I understand is it could be possible that for you, being a part of the community, you may also get an opportunity to kind of lead a group of people from this King of Pentacles card, is what I understand. So where you come to this point where you are grounded, the quality of, that grounded stability within you, the nurturing kind of a person that you have, cultivated these kind of qualities over a period of time. And the sense of uh, nurturing, caring kind of a quality which you project towards others, which makes others feel very comfortable with you. So that's the reason where you get the leadership quality as well. So that is how it all turns out, and it actually looks excellent from the way it's where it is moving towards. I mean, it's really going really well. We can also look at the blessings that came up while I was shuffling the cards. We have the blessing of growth, which is what we spoke about. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. So, like um, the sign of Pisces, which is the sign of expansion, because Pisces, Jupiter is the lord of Pisces, and Jupiter is a planet of expansion. So, exactly what are your blessings are growth, which is exactly related to Pisces. You have the blessing of love, which is coming your way. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. So, what is happening is you are also becoming grateful. And the more you become grateful, the more gratitude you project towards the universe, the more you receive in return. So, that is exactly what is happening in the process. And we have the other card of surrender. So, surrender again correlates with the Fool card. I can release my need to control. So, the minute you surrender, the minute you realize that if you just have that faith and that belief and you surrender to the divine, everything happens for your highest good and it all falls into place. So that is what this reading was all about. And I hope you enjoyed this reading. I felt there was lovely guidance that came through, and lovely insights that came through this reading. So, good luck to all of you, my lovelies. I sincerely hope this reading reaches the right set of audience, and I truly believe this healing journey is just the beginning of a wonderful chapter in all your lives. So, with that, I close my reading here. Please remember, follow the guidance given and claim the blessings, and you will get whatever you desire. And also remember to smash that like button to claim the blessings. So, signing out now. Love, light, power, and magic to you. Peace out, my lovelies.